Let's talk about Donald Trump's rallies, Herman Cain's touchdown, and other super spreader stories, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. Let's talk about super spreaders. It's a term that's trending in the American lexicon, courtesy of the coronavirus pandemic. What are super spreaders? Well, they're events where people will pack together, typically indoors, no social distancing, not wearing face masks. They're the kind of events that serve as the perfect petri dish for transmission or for contracting the coronavirus. What is the official federal government advice about what we should or should not be doing to protect ourselves and to protect others against the spread of the virus? Well, if you go to the CDC website, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, you'll see these big banners and you'll see these warnings in large font, large enough for me to almost see without my reading glasses. And the CDC has some really direct guidance and advice about what we should be doing. Here is, I do need my reading glasses. Here is some of what the CDC tells us. Avoid close contact. Put 6 feet of distance between yourself and people who don't live in your household. Remember that some people without symptoms may be able to spread the virus. Cover your mouth and nose with a cloth face covering when around others. You could spread COVID-19 to others even if you do not feel sick. The cloth face cover is meant to protect other people in case you are infected. And it goes on. With that in mind, let's turn to some of Donald Trump's recent rallies. First of all, Tulsa, Oklahoma, June 20th, about 2 weeks ago now. Donald Trump held a rally in the BOK Center in Tulsa. It's an arena that has a capacity of about 19,000 people. Well, about 6,000 people attended, which is great news, right? Well, for everybody but Donald Trump. He would probably like people to actually be interested in his campaign rallies, but about 6,000 people. The fire marshal in Tulsa estimated, I think, 6,200 people attended Donald Trump's rally in an arena that had a 19,000 person capacity, which sounds great for social distancing, right? I'm no mathematician, but that sounds like one person for every 3 seats, right? You can actually put some breathing room between you and your neighbor. Well, let's have a look at this video clip about how the Trump campaign set up the arena for that rally, and then we'll talk on the other side of this clip. Yep, that's Donald Trump's people removing "Do not sit here" stickers on every other or every third seat. Can't you almost hear Donald Trump say, "Social distancing? Not on my watch, not at my rally"? And in fact, there were reports that as people arrived at the BOK arena, they were all sort of packed together toward the front of the arena so as to give the illusion of a full house. Let's look at the aftermath of the Tulsa rally. Herman Cain attended the rally. Remember Herman Cain, a former Republican presidential candidate? Well, he tweeted out before, during, and after the rally. First of all, he tweeted out, "Ignore the outrage. Tonight's Trump rally will be one for the history books." He tweeted out a picture of himself and others at the rally. And then he tweeted out, "Touchdown in Tulsa." After the rally, Herman Cain posted his own video about his experience at Donald Trump's Tulsa rally. Give this a watch, and then we'll talk on the other side.
Trump, Voices for Trump. They took my temperature. Masks were worn by some people. I wore a mask when I was in groups of people. The sanitizer was everywhere. You go to the restroom, sanitizer right outside the door. Sanitizing machines all over the place. So people didn't have an excuse. They didn't have an excuse. Whether or not it's going to work or not, we don't know. But the chances are, even though it was a crowded room of people, if they took precautions, probably not going to be a big uptick.
So Herman Cain tells us, I wore a mask. Herman Cain also says, well, people didn't have an excuse. If people took precautions, then there shouldn't be an uptick in infections. Well, the Tulsa rally was about 2 weeks ago. And with 14 days, give or take, being the incubation period for the coronavirus, what kind of headlines are we now seeing? Herman Cain hospitalized with COVID-19. And there have been other reports about other Trump rally attendees getting sick with the coronavirus. We don't know how many. We only know about Herman Cain because he's a public figure, so his illness has been reported. But were there 10 more who were infected? 100 more? 1,000 more? And how many people did those people infect? You know, Herman Cain tweets out, touchdown at Tulsa. Well, if a touchdown looks like lying in an ICU bed staring at the business end of a ventilator, then 6 points. Needless to say, we wish Herman Cain and every other infected Tulsa rally attendee a swift and speedy recovery. Now, in case you thought Trump may have learned a lesson from what he did to the people who attended his Tulsa rally, no. Because yesterday he had another rally, this time at Mount Rushmore. And this time, his folks set up folding chairs for everybody to sit in. No social distancing going on at last night's rally. In fact, the folding chairs were zip-tied together. So even if an attendee wanted to scoot his or her chair away, put some social distance between them and their neighbor, not having it. No social distancing at a Trump rally. Let's see some of what's being reported today about last night's Trump rally at Mount Rushmore. Headline, Coronavirus Update. Trump speaks at Mount Rushmore as U.S. sets record for new cases, new coronavirus cases. The article says, in part, the Mount Rushmore event was not staged to ensure social distancing, as folding chairs were zip-tied together for fire safety reasons. Yeah, I guess Donald Trump doesn't mind if you get the coronavirus, but he would rather you not die in a fire. I guess that's something. So it is beyond dispute that Donald Trump is orchestrating circumstances that guarantee people will get sick. He's doing things that are squarely contrary to his own CDC's guidance. And frankly, it doesn't even matter why. He's doing it. And folks, we have to do everything we can to protect ourselves, to protect our friends, to protect our neighbors, to protect strangers from the President of the United States, who is intent on hurting Americans. It's a curious thing to articulate, but we need to put our heads together and come up with ways to protect ourselves and to protect each other from a president intent on hurting us, intent on making us sick. We know the one way we can work against Donald Trump's insanity and danger is to get out in record numbers and vote in November. But we need to do everything we can every day to protect one another against Donald Trump. We need to do it aggressively, we need to do it peacefully, but we need to keep putting our heads together to come up with innovative ways to try to protect ourselves and protect one another from this American president. Please stay safe, folks. Please don't attend any Trump rallies. And I look forward to talking with you all tomorrow.